everyone, welcome to a solo staycation vlog. It is just you and I. I am here at the Hilton Hotel in Bournemouth, which is actually my hometown. I grew up here, so I've always lived in Bournemouth, and it's very rare that I obviously need to stay in a hotel. However, this weekend that I'm filming, Benji, my husband, if you are new, he has got one of his best friends staying at our house, and they've been friends forever, and they very rarely get any quality one-on-one boy time, and they're watching loads of sport and playing Xbox, and I am deep into editing Canada vlogs at the moment, which would have already been done by the time you see this video, but I just didn't want to be in their hair and I need to focus. I'm getting really distracted at home, and I've set myself a really tight deadline of trying to do 2 vlogs a week. So I just figured I would come to a hotel. My mum did offer to stay at her house, but I said to her that I thought she would distract me too much too. So I actually had some Hilton points and booked to stay here, £100 a night, so £200, 2 nights. I just figured we could maybe have a little bit of a solo couple of days as well. In between editing, I can show you some of my favourite places. We can go shopping, we can go down to the beach, have a bit of lunch out. I want to show you some of the like cute independent shops and other bits that are worth keeping an eye out for if you so happen to be visiting Bournemouth, or if you just fancy a chit-chatty vlog where you can come along with me. So if you're new, hi, welcome, I'm Brogan, and I would love it if you subscribed because I make lots of travel, home and lifestyle vlogs with my husband Benji, so lots of variety on this channel. And today's video is also very kindly sponsored by Wild Deodorant, who I have loved and used for years. It's the only product that I have used every single day consistently for about 5 years, so I think that speaks volumes. Benji has one as well, and they are so great because they actually work. They're a natural deodorant with no harsh chemicals, aluminium salts or parabens, and they're enriched with cocoa butter for like extra moisture, so it always just feels so nice to glide it on my skin. I am really fussy about what beauty products I like, and I have never used anything else since I switched to Wild. They're vegan, cruelty-free, they have a sensitive range, and a lot of you might know them for their reusable cases that you can get engraved, loads of different colours and styles. This one I've got here is actually a limited edition Kath Kidston one, but they've also just recently come out with a roll-on, so I was really excited when they asked if I'd like to give it a go. The scent that I'm going to be trying out is the honey and cactus flower, but they also have a wildflower bloom new scent, which is also really nice. I don't know if you can hear that. It's like liquidy. You literally just pull that apart, take the lid off, and then I think that screws in. It's a bit like their body wash, if any of you have used that. I love that. I have it in my shower right now. Oh, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to try it for the rest of the day. They've also provided us a 20% discount code, which is valid on everything on their website. So if you did want to top up, or you wanted to try the roll-on version for yourself, then you can use my code that's on screen now, or you can scan this QR code or click the link in the description, which will have all the information for you. But massive thank you to Wild. Very excited to give this a go. So it's 1:30. I've already checked in and got my room, and I already filmed a little room tour earlier, so let me show you that. We've got the bathroom on the right, and then on the left are these big wardrobes. There's loads of space. Love this, especially if you're staying for more than one night. This here has got a little mini map of the area with a fridge, coffee and tea making facilities. Look at that. That's so neat that it slides out. That's a nice little storage box in there too. And then this is the room, so I've got a nice big desk with a chair that I can work from, and the bed. It's beautiful. I love the decor. It's really, really modern and sleek, and I love the art. Look, the seaside calls. And some nice big lights, a little reading chair, also good for my editing. There's actually loads of space here, so I can spread out my suitcase. And then for the view, we don't have one of the sea, sadly, but we do have a bit of the town. So the beach is just down that corner. I don't have a balcony because I just booked the cheapest room I could, and I'm on floor 7, so I've got a nice view of overlooking the town. Annoyingly, this is one of those ones where that is the only bit of window you get. This tiny section, so I was hoping to open this up and have loads of light, but sadly that's the only bit. It's a really nice space, although I will say, listen to the bed, okay, because I have stayed here once before and I remember the bed being really comfy, but listen. I've already put my teddy bear out. Like, that is squeaky. That is very squeaky. I'm not sure how I feel about that. My plans for the rest of today is to try and smash out as much editing as I can. I'm gonna try and set a timer and do like half an hour chunks and then have a little break because there's so much footage for me to go through. I'm currently doing the Disney cruise vlogs. Hopefully you've seen those already by now, but they are taking me hours and hours and hours to edit. And then I've booked to see Hamilton, the musical that's been filmed for cinemas, if that makes sense. I have actually seen it a few times. I saw it on the West End and I saw it on tour, but I wanted to see the filmed version because it actually has Lin-Manuel Miranda in it. He is the mastermind behind Hamilton, and so I wanted to see his performance in the original cast on Broadway. I actually have an Odeon Limitless card for the Odeon in the town centre here, so I could have gone to see anything, but I did book one of the recliner seats because it's a 3-hour show, so I thought I'd want to be comfortable. So I'm going to pop out to the shops later, grab a bit of dinner, take my Kindle, see the movie, but until then, let's get as much editing done as we can. I've currently got 16 minutes worth of footage and it's 1:45, so I'll report back in a few hours and see how we go. But I've also had a vlog go up today, so I'm also monitoring the comments from that and sorting out emails and other stuff, so yes. Oh, and before I forget, I thought some of you might like to see, this is so precious, by the way. Benji packed me a snack bag. He was like, you might want a few drinks and things while you're in your room. So he went to Waitrose and got me a few things I thought I'd show you. First of all, we've got a big bag of crisps, thank you, sea salt crisps. I've got some candy floss grapes, which are my favourite. They're a great little snack. I threw in my Nerds gummy clusters, which I bought in Canada, but Benji bought me the #1 Italian nougat with mixed berries. I love this. It's quite a niche thing to love, but I just do. So that's very sweet of him because he knows I like this. He put it in my stocking at Christmas and now I have it for like special occasions and treats. And we've also got a little innocent smoothie and some J2Os. This is my favourite flavour at the moment, the apple and raspberry. Although I don't have a bottle opener, so hopefully there is one lying around. And then we've got some Pepsi Max Classic. He's cut them up for me though because he knew I wouldn't want more than 4. So that's nice. I'm going to put those cold things in the fridge. I also have my own water bottle, so we'll pop that in my little editing station here. I know it sounds silly, but I'm so looking forward to this quiet little weekend to myself. I obviously love being with Benji and we spend every single day together. We work together, we live together 24/7. However, there is something quite nice about just like quiet, because even when I'm working at home, he's pottering around making noise, you know? So it's just really peaceful and I'm looking forward to maybe going down to the gym. They have a pool here, so I packed my gym and swimwear, just doing things on my own terms. It's quite nice to sort of be in your own town and I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I didn't have to plan anything, obviously. I'm really hoping that we have some play that's not all work, but it feels a little bit like a work retreat. I went down to the bar, they lent me a bottle opener. They also did me a glass with some ice, so that was very nice. They have a restaurant down there called Spoons and Forks, which I've eaten at a few times. It used to be really great, but I had afternoon tea there earlier this year. We had a wedding voucher, like a gift from obviously our wedding. It had a year expiry on it and so we had to use it, and we didn't have the greatest afternoon tea. Hang on, this is gonna make noise. Yeah, it wasn't great, so I haven't tried the food there since. There were lots of people actually, because it is a Saturday today. It seems quite busy out and about. The weather's not fantastic though, it's a bit grey and cold. We are gonna start work now. So I've moved my editing to the bed. I've got this blanket on me and I actually put my pyjama bottoms on because the dress was just not as comfortable. But now I'm cozy in the bed. I'm starting to feel a bit sleepy. I could really have a nap. I'm really excited about going out to dinner tonight. I'm just deciding where I want to go. I actually did a campaign with Harry Ramsden's, which is a restaurant that's right on the waterfront, and I had an amazing club sandwich for lunch there the other day. Thinking about maybe going back there and having that. And tomorrow I've booked to have a roast dinner at the Botanist, which we've just had come into Bournemouth. Right, pals, I'm at 34 minutes of footage and I'm changed again. I'm wearing my cinema outfit. These are my Primark trousers that I normally wear on travel days. I wore them all around the cruise. You can see me in the video, I've been wearing them. And this, I also bought this jumper in Canada. Let's head on out now. We've been here all afternoon. I feel pretty content with my progress. I'm gonna pack my book. I forgot my little headphones. I only have big headphones. Very annoying when you're eating solo at a restaurant, little subtle ear headphones, you know, like AirPods or whatever, earbud kind of headphones, you know what I'm trying to say, are much easier when you're eating. You can just watch some YouTube or just, you know, keep yourself occupied. But I think I'll just read my book. It feels a bit odd to be vlogging in my own hometown, but that's the Hilton behind me here. This is BH2, that's where the Odeon is that we're going to tonight, and they have all your chain restaurants in there, Miller & Carter, Pizza Express, Nando's, etc. So we're going down this way towards the sea. If you're walking down to the beach, stay on the side where the Bic is. This is our international centre for gigs and stuff. I've probably been here once in the last 10 years. I used to come here a lot as a kid to see concerts, but I don't know what they have going on in here much anymore. When you see the wheel, then you're on the way to the beach. It's a little bit windy, so I don't know how well you can hear me, but when we came down earlier in the week, it was glorious sunshine, and this is my favourite time of year in Bournemouth, September going into October, because you still get some sunny days, so you can still enjoy a walk on the beach, but all the tourists aren't here, so it's nice and quiet. There's loads of space on the sand, because in August time, oh, you're like packed in like sardines on the beach, whereas yeah, I like it in September time. But by the time you see this, we'll be getting close to the Christmas markets. I think they are coming on the 13th of November, and our Christmas markets are really good. I might try and vlog those at some point. There's also another restaurant called Aruba that I like down here, which Benji and I had our first date. We actually went for steak at a different restaurant, and then we had cocktails and had our first kiss here. I'll show you. I don't know why, but there's a crowd forming around there, so we'll find out what that is in a minute. I've never been on this wheel, just one of those things you don't do as a local. But that's Aruba, and they have a great restaurant on the other side which faces out onto the beach, which we love. I always recommend. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what's going on down there. I think it's some sort of like spoken word poetry thing. Oh, something I did want to show you, Smuggler's Cove. I don't know why we haven't done this yet either, but they have a really cute little mini golf here. Look at this, it's actually really nice. Here's the pier, look at it. And if you're coming up from the pier here, take the stairs up, and here's Harry Ramsden's. We're gonna go in there. I want the club sandwich. Been thinking about it all afternoon. It is so cute in here. I absolutely loved it the other day, so I want to show you it. Look at this. We're sitting pretty much, I think, just one table behind where we were sat the other day, and it's table 24, and that's our wedding day, that's my birthday. It's like a, to me it's like a lucky number, so that's quite nice. In terms of the menu, they have their fish and chips obviously, but they have pies, they've got burgers, but this is what we're going for, this club sandwich. I'm drinking more J2Os. This is the apple and mango one though. On my Kindle right now, I'm reading a book called Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, who's one of my newest favourite authors. I'm 29% in, so I'd love to get a bit of reading in on this little trip away. Alright, my club sandwich is here, and I really like that the bread is thin, so it's really easy to eat. This is exactly what I want, with some really nice chips, mayo. I can hear the music in the background. Here's the cover of my book. I'm well happy. This is lovely. I don't know if you can see, but there are actually people swimming out there, which is bold, because I imagine it's pretty cold, and they're not wearing wetsuits, but they look like they're having the time of their lives, so good for them. These seagulls too. Hiya. I love looking out the window, people watching here. It's so nice. My meal was really nice, exactly what I wanted. I'm actually tempted to get hot chocolate, and they do have really good desserts here. I know they have a bread and butter pudding that I really want to try, but I was gonna get ice cream at the cinema, and I don't know what I want. Okay, I asked Benji, sticky toffee pudding or Ben & Jerry's at the cinema, and he said that sticky toffee was a banger, so I'd get that. And then if you're still hungry, ... And I said, that's true, and we're always at the cinema, we're not always here. I am enjoying this so much, and now my sticky toffee pudding is here. Look, they are so generous with the sauce, and a nice blob of ice cream on there. Finished my meal. I feel very satisfied. I read a couple of chapters of my book, and I was there about an hour. I don't know if you can see, but that is the Isle of Wight over there. I just love it. I love that I get to call this home. It is so nice. Our sand is so soft. Look at this. It's not like Brighton Beach where there's loads of pebbles. You can actually sunbathe on it. They have a zip line that goes to the end of the pier to here. It's a bit of an eyesore, to be honest, but people like it, so whatever. But look at the sunset. I have talked about this before, but I feel weirdly very connected to the sea. I love the ocean, I love the sound, how it looks. and being out on it. I love cruising, I love swimming, and there's something very, very comforting and like good for the soul when you come down here and it's an evening like this and it's so quiet. You can just smell that sea air, hear the sounds, the seagulls, the waves crashing. It is just so bliss. I just feel so, so grateful, so lucky. And if we were to ever live somewhere else, we would have to be close to the sea in some capacity. I also love that you can walk on the sand here, close to the shore. Yay! So there's Aruba, like I mentioned. We went and had cocktails there on our first date, had our first kiss on the balcony. We'll go back there and maybe recreate our date at some point. And then down here is also our oceanarium. So if you fancy an aquarium, it's literally called the Oceanarium, and they have penguins and all sorts going on in there. It's so cute. If you want like a fun activity, they have a boom battle bar, and in there you can do axe throwing, darts, the shuffleboard, pool tables, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm glad I skipped Nando's. It is so busy. We are going into Odeon, and I quite like the Candy King if I hadn't had a big pudding, and they have Ben & Jerry's, but look, it's so nice in here. Okay, we're going in screen 9. I am C7 on this back row here, which I will be honest is a bit close to the screen, but I knew I'd want to lie down. Here you go, look how nice these are. I absolutely love them. I've just come out of the cinema. I'm just going to walk back to the hotel, which feels so weird because we obviously come here frequently to see movies and I normally go home. So it feels really odd. I'm just walking across the road, I don't have to go far. But oh my gosh, that was so great. I have seen that version when it was on Disney Plus, but they took it off a little while ago. It was it 2020, 2021 they had it on there? But yeah, it was so good to see it. So the Hilton has some sort of restaurant here, and then this is the building, and my room is like round that corner, and that is the way to town where we'll go tomorrow. This is what the reception looks like, in case you are interested. It's really nice. And they've got a gym and a pool, which I'm wanting to use tomorrow. And they used to have a sky bar called Level 8, but I don't think it's been running for a while. I mean, they've got it on all the signs, but I don't think it's there anymore. Oh my God, lift button drama. The buttons on this side of the lift have decided to take a little time off. The other side is still working though. It's still working hard and accepting finger pokes like a champ. Please press responsibly. My gosh, someone had fun making that, didn't they? Wow. My hair was feeling really hot around my face, so I was playing with it and twisted it into a big bun, but I didn't have a scrunchie on me. So anyway, here we are. I'm gonna put it all up and I'm probably gonna wash it tomorrow. I am so pooped. What a day. My plans for tomorrow, I would like to go to the shops and show you around a little bit. I'm going for a roast dinner at 2:30. I figured that would fill me up for lunch and dinner. I obviously want to get some editing in. I want to go to Lush because I've got a voucher to spend, and my favourite bath bomb is back for Halloween. I'm gonna get into bed. I'm gonna read a bit of my book, although I'm actually so exhausted I think I'm gonna go straight to sleep. And we'll do it all again tomorrow, shall we? See you in the morning. Good morning. I have made another little setup, and we're gonna put my wild deodorant straight to the test this morning because I'm going to the gym. Also, the extractor fan is on and it's really loud and I don't know how to turn it off, and it was on all night as well. And another thing, this here is a type of skin cancer called BCC. I had it treated a couple of years ago, it healed nicely, didn't think anything of it, and then it just came back. So we're treating it again 5 days a week. I have a cream that looks like this, but I'm not doing it on Saturdays and Sundays, so it has to be 5 days a week, so it just makes logical sense to me that I do it on weekdays. It's a 6-week course of treatment. It has to get worse before it gets better, so it's like really itchy and annoying and uncomfortable, and it looks quite ugly, so that's all that is. But anyway, shake, shake, shake. Got my gym gear on. Whilst I'm getting ready this morning, I wanted to talk to you about exercise and the gym. I have been struggling to find my feet with things. So basically, Benji and I used to be members of David Lloyd, and I loved it there. It was such a great gym. I just always felt really comfortable there. It was massive, there was a lovely outside pool, all the perks were just great. The only downside was the cost. It was expensive, and how far away it was. Because it was a bit further away, it meant that by the time we drove down there, did our workout and drove home and etc., it was taking up quite a chunk of our mornings or weekends or whatever, which for a while we didn't mind, but I don't really have the time for that at the moment in the last sort of year. This time last year, I joined our local gym that I can actually walk to. And of course, the novelty of that for the first few months, I enjoyed it, and I was going to aquafit classes, I did a couple of yoga, but I don't love the gym area. I just feel really uncomfortable in there. I found myself going less and less and less. So my membership is up for renewal, and everything in me is like, nah. My other issue is because I travel so much, I'm not able to commit to a regular class. Classes aren't working out for me. I don't like the actual gym. Do I pay more and go back to David Lloyd? But then when I am traveling, it feels like a waste of money because I'm not able to utilize it. Didn't feel so bad when I was paying for the cheaper gym, because I thought if I can only go a couple times in a month, then that is what it is. I don't know if I'm just unfortunate with where I live and the choices I have, but I'm just not loving going. So then I got an app, and I've been doing some at-home workouts because I can do them on the go as well. The reality is, as I don't do them on the go, I just never work out in a hotel room or anything like that. So yeah, I've been doing this app at home, which has been working quite nicely as well. It's called Knobs. I've been a member on and off for a while. It's spelled N-O-B-S, and it was created by a personal trainer called Lucy Mountain. She has an Instagram account. I really, you should check her out. She's amazing. I'm gonna come out this bathroom because it's echoey and that extractor fan is annoying, but I have talked about this a few times on my channel before, but over the last year I have been trying to balance all areas of wellness. So making sure I'm drinking enough water, making sure I'm sleeping well, eating, like looking at my food and my diet, and stress levels, all that, with my Aura ring, which has been amazing. I do really love this, by the way. It is a bit chunky, like just looking at it like that, it is quite ugly, but I really like the data it provides me. I really have been trying so hard to find things that work, and exercise is my final sort of piece of the pie that I haven't nailed. And I think the biggest issue is because I don't have a routine with it. I can't always commit to the same day and time every week just because of the way my life is. So I don't know whether to just show up each week by doing at least 1 or 2 things anyway, and it doesn't matter what it is. But when I'm really busy, that goes to the bottom of my priority pile. And even now I'm like, oh gosh, I could get an hour of editing in over an hour of like being in the gym. But I know that I have to show up for myself. It's so important that I do. I honestly think sometimes the hardest part is just showing up. Right, I am in the gym, and the last 2 people that were in here have just left. So I've got the whole thing to myself, just on the treadmill. And I remembered that I like reading my book on the treadmill, so I need to do that again. I'm currently listening to an audiobook I've got, Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. I'm just gonna start on him, and if I feel confident enough, I'll set up a mat and do the rest of my stuff there. Right, I'm back, and my Wild deodorant has held up really well. I'm very impressed. I do not smell bad. I can still smell that like honey sweet scent, but I'm obviously going to jump in the shower in a minute. But some thoughts that came through while I was doing my workout is that I was really enjoying the strength training, the weights, and I managed to get a couple of clips, not too exciting, while it was empty, and had the gym mostly to myself actually, and I felt really strong. And when the workout ended, I actually carried on and did a few more of the machines that I know how to use from when I did personal training. So one of my favorite ones is the leg press. I have quite strong muscly legs. I can really go quite high on the leg press, so that felt really good. And I was enjoying listening to the audiobook. I managed to get through quite a lot of that. I remembered again, like I said, that I like reading on a treadmill. It got me thinking how much I would love a treadmill at home, but we don't have any space for one, which is really frustrating, unless we removed the sofa that we have over in the kitchen. But that would just be quite an eyesore over that side of the house. But like, do I really care? And Benji would love it too. While I'm in the shower, I'm gonna see if I can try and play this out loud and continue listening, because it's so good. It's a Formula 1 inspired romance. I am feeling so fresh. I'm just gonna let my hair dry on its own. I didn't bring my diffuser with me. We are gonna go shopping. I wanna go to Primark, Zara, Waterstones, just for a little mooch, maybe. It's on the other side of town, but we're gonna go there. Lush, and I've got some things to return for Lush. And then, as in like, you can return, recycle and whatnot. So this is Bigwigs. It's just on the corner down from the Hilton on our way down to the shops. And it's a local chain. I think they have like 2 or 3. Okay, all their croissants are gone already. They do have an almond and raisin swirl, which looks quite nice. And a coconut and white chocolate cookie, my gosh. And then look at these. So good. I got the raisin and cinnamon swirl and I ordered a chai latte, which is coming as well. This is such a lovely little breakfast. I wish you could smell my chai latte. It is so gorgeous. Look at that. And I'm just people watching and reading my book. Lovely. That was just what I needed and wanted. There's also another little spot down here, but we have a big department store called Bobby's, which used to be there back in the day, and then it was a Debenhams, I believe, and then anyway it's gone back to its roots and it's now Bobby's again. On the outside here they have this coffee, bakery, ice cream place, and then they have shops in there which we're going to show you later, and I'm going to have my roast dinner is upstairs on the top floor, but they also have this area out here where they do focaccias, so that's a really nice little lunch spot as well. They've got all these food stalls out here. I have no idea if these stands are here every week, but yeah, there's loads of things going on at the moment. I'm sure I saw them last week too. So there's 2 sides to our high street, one side and then the other side, both on hills. Got a Build-A-Bear. We have a Pandora and they're so lovely in there. I went in last week. Primark is where I'm heading, a couple of other shops, but I'm also going to go in the works. Oh, we do like a sale, up to half price books. Do I need any books? No. Am I going to look? Yeah. I just love looking in here at all the books. I could spend ages. I like this side. These are my kind of things. Okay, next door to the works is a HMV, so I'm just going to pop in and look at any of their Disney bits, Loungeflies, plush, Funko Pops. You know how it is. I love the little Squishmallows keychains. Look at these. It looks like a little pizza. I'm just a sucker for all these little bits and bobs. So cute. Oh my god, look at the Hello Kitties. Care Bear pins. I think I need one of these on my board. They also have these little blind bag things, which I'm really obsessed with. I love collecting these sort of things. Look at this wall of plush. I love the Lotso. Look, he is so cute. Oh, I don't need more. I already have a Lotso, so he can stay. I don't know what any of these are, but I love them. So I just am obsessed with these like keychain things. I've got so many now. Like, look at these. She's wearing her little towel and her little bow in her hair. Like they're having a pamper night. This is so stinking cute. I love them. I don't know what this brand is, but they have so many little bits. Like, look at this little popcorn, and then they have these blind bags. It's like a scented bag clip. These are the different ones you can collect. They are very cute, but they're massive, so I don't know how they actually look. Did anyone know that they did a McDonald's Loungefly? Looks like a burger. Did not know that existed. I'm getting a few bits. I'll show you when we get back to the hotel. I'm gonna carry on walking up to do Zara. You know what? I actually got a couple of things in Zara, so I'll show you. And the sun's trying to come out, which is nice. Gonna do River Island as well. It's actually really nice to see what is in stores rather than just shopping online, because I found a pair of brown jeans that I quite liked. I've never had brown jeans, and yeah, there were a few things that I thought could look good, but they didn't have my sizes. I find in Zara I'm an extra large or double XL, so yeah, they don't always have that. But I did buy a t-shirt, which was in a large, and a shirt and a jacket, so I'll show you that when we get back to the hotel. Okay, success in Primark. Got a couple of bits, nothing too exciting honestly, like bras, socks and a jumper. The vibe today, like look at this. Everyone's shopping in these markets. Everyone having like street food out here. I love it. So nice when it's like this. Got the Ivy over there. We've only eaten there once with some friends. I need to go back and try it again, because we went very early on when they opened and they were having a few teething issues. So I want to see what it's like, but I will report back. Lush is on the corner there, but I'm gonna walk up to the arcade and show you the store in there that I want to go into. Down there is a Cozy Club, which is a chain, but they do great breakfast. That's where we had our wedding party, but we're coming in here in the arcade. They have a Waterstones, which we are going to go into. Just down here is a shop called Trove, and I just love it in here. It is full of knickknacks and handmade bits, jewellery, clothes, collectibles. It is so fun to browse in here. I love it. Every corner is so different. They have like vintage things and second hand. It's so sweet. Oh my god, look at the seagull with the ice cream in his mouth. Is that not the most like Bournemouth related plush you've ever seen? That one's got a donut. I love the seagull. This time last year that I was in here, I picked up one of these pumpkins. I think they're so cute, so I'm going to find mine, put it out for Halloween. This company's called Small Craft House, little wooden houses and gifts. I just think this is so precious. Oh my goodness. Oh, they have seagulls there with little woolly hats on. Love. Oh, wow. Little broccoli keychain, some cabbage. What are all these? It's just endless, right? What is this? What's that meant to be? I don't know, but I love it. Labubu outfits. Are you kidding me? I don't have an outfit for my Labubu. Oh my god, it's got a little bee in the middle. Oh, it says baby. That's right on the top. I don't need it, but this is my favourite one in case you cared. And yes, I love the Labubus. I love them. Right, we're going downstairs, and I love how it's all decorated. There's even more. Love it. More keychain plush, and I just have to point out some of these. This little dragon, adorable. These little penguins. Look, this one little penguin's got a fish. There's a Stitch, who I really like. Look at his ears. That is so cute. Some of these are all dressed up. That one is very cute. That matches my handbag. £3.50. Quite like her. Oh my gosh, I love this. My inner child is like, yes. How cute would that look on the bookshelf? There's a big bee as well, but I think I like that one because it's got more pink in it. God, what are these? Bournemouth in a bottle? That's adorable. So there we go, that's Trove. I am just going to pop into Waterstones, obviously. Can't miss this. All right, last stop before I go back to the hotel, Lush. And then I'll show you everything I bought. Look how lovely this Lush is. It's just so colourful and pretty. And they have loads of the Christmas gift sets as well. They make such good presents. This is what I'm here for though. The Lord of Misrule bath bomb. The absolute goat. I'm back at the hotel. It's so hot outside. I just checked. 18 degrees. I might put my pinafore dress back on because these jeans are just a bit warm on my legs. But yeah, what a glorious day it's ended up being. But I thought I'd give you a bit of a haul. It's just gone 2 o'clock and my reservation for roast dinner is at 2:30. So perfect timing. So in that last store, I did get the bee to put on my bookshelf. I love it. It was £12.99. He wrapped it up for me, but it's the one with the flowers in. And I also got this little cutie. I just loved her for £3.50. I just felt like she was calling me and I loved the colours. My mum loves Pez, but doesn't get the machine. She just likes the actual Pez. And they started selling them in these little boxes. So I got some of those for her. In HMV, I got the Care Bear pin badge. I then got these 2 things. This is a blind bag, which will open. This one is not, but it's a really cute little Kirby. How adorable. These were all the choices, and I wanted this one, so I just hunted and picked her out. Oh my god, she's so cute. I'm sorry, but that is just adorable. And then got a blind bag, a Care Bear blind bag. These are the options. Let's see what we get. I think from like the shape of it, it might be this milkshake, but I'm happy with any of them. I don't love the pizza or the burger though. I'd love one that's pink. Yes. Oh, it's a key ring. Oh, that is adorable. So it is the little milkshake one with the straw. I like it even more that it's a key ring, although I could take it off and have it on display. Went to Lush. I returned some pots that I had that I cleaned out, and you get some money back for returning them. I got £2.55 back for recycling my pots. And then I also had a £30 gift card from some family for my birthday, which I finally have spent. I picked up Super Milk, which I have used so many times over the years. I just thought it'd be quite nice to refresh my hair on a day like today. It's a conditioning hair primer. You can apply it through wet hair as a leave-in or a detangle product. And then one of my favourite scents at Lush is Sticky Dates. I have tried it in the scrub, the body cream, and they have like perfumes and all sorts, but I saw they had a hair primer, which again could do the same sort of thing. You can apply it to wet hair as a leave-in or a detangler, protects your hair. I got my Lord of Misrule bath bomb. I think I got 4 of them. So I'm now like fully stocked. It's just the best. Next we have Primark. It's not too exciting. I'm actually finding that my Primark is a little bit in between seasons still. I think they're still bringing out some autumn stuff, but they have these smoothing bralettes. And some of you know that I don't like wearing proper bras. I do actually need to get fitted, like properly fitted, and I'd love to get some really nice bras, but most of them are so uncomfortable. I hate them, and I don't actually know my size. So I would rather live in these that don't provide much support, but they are very soft. And these were only £6, which is a bargain. This knitted sweatshirt thing is part of the Rita Ora collection. How Rita Ora still has ranges in Primark, God knows, but it was £18, and yeah, I just liked how it looked. This cable knit. I'm still trying to get on board with socks that aren't trainer socks, so So I got some more of these. And then I saw these thermal socks, which I thought would be really lovely through the winter, like when I'm at home. I wish you could feel them because they just feel really thick and nice. The final clothing things. So in Zara, I picked up this silk shirt. I need to go home and try it on with jeans or maybe with a midi skirt, but it looked and felt really nice on. I really liked the pattern of it. I think these are my tones and colours. I got this jacket, which absolutely matches this outfit today, actually. It is this suede, easy to throw on jacket for a day like today. When I'm popping into town, I'm running errands, or I'm going for lunch with a friend, or a London day in this in-between weather where you don't need a thick coat yet. I thought this would be perfect. Boring, but a plain grey t-shirt. It's really stretchy. I'm loving having these sort of staples in my wardrobe. I've got black and white, but I don't have grey. I was a bit spenny, wasn't I? But I had a great time. I'm going for a roast at The Botanist, which is a chain. We've eaten there before in York and we've really loved it, but I've not had the chance to eat at the one in Bournemouth. I came here last week for a hot chocolate with my mum and I saw everyone having their roast and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do that next week when I'm here. So I booked myself a table for one. I kept my t-shirt on, but I just switched to the dress, and I think this would look amazing with boots, and lots of you said brown tights, but I've just got my trainers on because it's actually so warm, and I love this little corduroy thing. I'll leave it linked below. The Botanist has a sun terrace and live entertainment. Ah, it's so pretty in here. So cute. The menu in here is amazing. Benji and I definitely need to come for dinner because they've got so much choice, but we're here for one thing only. Just deciding on what I want. Probably beef. Yeah. I've just noticed it says that their Yorkshire puddings and the house gravy are bottomless. Yes. And I'm picking a drink and I think I'm going to go for the homemade lemonade. I can hear the music. I just can't see her, but it's so lovely. It's quite busy behind me as well, but you can have a window seat as well and see views of the town, which I also really like. I'm gonna dig my Kindle out in a minute once I've taken my order. Just enjoy sitting here. My food is here and this just looks exactly what I wanted. I'm hoping to get another Yorkshire pudding. Got some really nice veg in there, potatoes, gravy, and then the beef. Yorkshire pudding's my absolute favourite in a roast dinner, and I put it to the test and they do bring you extra. Look at this. But so far it's really good. The potatoes are a little bit dry, but the beef is great, the veg is great, and the gravy's really nice. So overall it's very good. These are the puddings. They have brownie, cheesecake and sticky toffee pudding, which I obviously had yesterday. I just thought I'd show you anyway. I also love an Irish coffee. So I know that's a bit rogue, but I really liked them when we visited Ireland, and now when I see them on the menu I'm like, oh, do I, don't I, do I? I'm tempted. I might need the caffeine to keep me awake. Now the people behind me have just left. I thought I'd show you. You can see the view. There's a church through there. I don't know what church it's called, but there's a church. It just looks so lovely out here. This whole restaurant is just so vibey and nice. I love it. I've ordered the Irish coffee. I'm just enjoying sitting here and listening to the music. It's 3:30, but I'm obviously not having dinner. So once I finish in town, I'm staying in for the rest of the night and I'm editing all evening today. I honestly don't know why I like this, but I do. This is warm, and this is cold cream, and it just works. Right, I am putting on a face mask so that I can have it sitting on my skin while I edit, and while I'm putting it on I'm switching to my other book, Cross the Line, audiobook. So I'm doing 2 books at once in the same day, which is actually going all right. It is now 20 to 8. This has been on absolutely hours, and as you can see it's almost clear, and that's when you know it can come off, but I've just had enough now. I've tried to keep it on for as long as possible, but that can come off. I had a catch up with my mum on the phone, just chatting about our week, and we're both going to be in London at the same time next week, so we're probably going to try and get the train back again, which we did a couple of weeks ago, so that's going to be nice. And then I also had a catch up for about half an hour with my friend Bianca. She's just been to Japan and we really want to do Japan at some point, so she was giving me all her tips. Bianca is my friend that I was a bridesmaid at her wedding in April, and she is 20 weeks pregnant, which is so exciting. I'm so excited for her. I've known since the very beginning. She's going to be an amazing mum. They're going to be incredible parents, and it's her dream to have a baby, so I'm very excited. We've basically been planning a date so we can go and visit them because they live in Ireland, so that'll be nice. It is 9:45 and I've just got to the end of the vlog. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you what a relief it is when you go through every single clip and you finish draft 1. Now it's a case of me going through it, watching it all again, and then cutting and adding music if it needs it and all that jazz. I'm gonna literally shut the lid of my laptop and call it a day, and I'll see you again in the morning. I have got my little innocent smoothie juice box for a little mini breakfast before I go home, and Benji said he's gonna make me something. So that's a wrap on our solo staycation. Big thank you to Wild Deodorant for sponsoring. Again, here's that QR code you can scan. My discount code and link will be down below for you if you'd like 20% off all their products. And I'd love to hear if you've tried the new roll-on or if you want to, or what your favorite scents are right now. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me. Let me know if you'd like more vlogs like this. Next week, I believe, will be a traditional normal home vlog, if that's more your thing, with Benjin, and we'll do some home updates and show you where we're at with our bedroom as well. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.